What is going on, everyone? I'm Jay the Black, of course. I am here on this Tuesday afternoon recording this. This is not a video nor a podcast. It's like a blogcast. I'm going to be doing these on this channel. I may switch up, put it on the Basic Social Politics channel, which y'all should be subscribed to. And I'm going to talk about, I have a main topic, right? But this is going to be kind of like my What the Fucking Entertainment News podcast. But I'm going to briefly speak on some smaller topics before I get to the main topic. And we're going to talk about Tekashi and, you know, guys like him, guys who get caught up in trying to be down. But when it comes time to being faced with the realities of the decision that you make as young men, you fold. All right. And we're going to get into that. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new. If you already been subscribed to this channel, make sure you like this video and share it. Also, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, where I do post, especially on Twitter and Facebook, my videos, because a lot of people don't get my notifications. So that's the point of me having Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I use my Instagram now to post when I'm live. Like when I'm going live on this channel, I send videos there to let y'all know that I'm live, because a lot of people, again, either not clicking the notification button or they're just not getting notifications. So that's letting them know that I am live, right? Also, with these particular types of videos I'm going to be doing here, this is basically a way to get y'all to subscribe to the Patreon, because I do put a lot of my live streams there, and I also put exclusive content there that I don't put on YouTube as well. So I want to use these to encourage you to go over there and subscribe to the Patreon. Now, let's talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine is in a situation that really doesn't surprise me. I don't understand why people didn't think that sooner or later he was going to end up right where he is, because you can tell this guy, he's one of those guys that always wants to be down with the crew. He always wants to fit in. He's probably looked up to those guys, and this was his opportunity to show that he had some type of power in his life. And all it did was, ruin a portion of his life, because things will never be the same for him. There's a very good chance that he's going to go into a witness protection program, maybe changing his hairstyle, getting rid of his tattoos. I mean, that may happen. It may not. I think the way that society is, he may be embraced by a segment of people who see him as a victim, and he is not. Tekashi 6ix9ine is in the situation that he's in because of his choice to be down with people who he wanted street credibility from. Once again, you got guys who look up to the thugs. They look up to the quote unquote gangsters because they want to be just like them. I seen this growing up. I see how in school dudes would join certain groups just so they can be a part of something. You see it right here on YouTube. You see grown males going from channel to channel trying to be up under another man, changing their names to fit in with those guys. That's a behavior that is alarming, because these same guys probably have kids or have younger siblings who may look up to them, but they have a follower's mentality. Tekashi 6ix9ine has a follower's mentality. This is why it's so important for me to really reach these guys. Listen, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect at all. But the one thing I'm not going to do is follow behind nobody, to be down with nobody. Now, it did help his short-term career. And I say I'm a short-term because look where he's at now. In the short term, he was able to garner success, money, fans, due to his trolling, due to him talking a lot, because he knew that he had a crew of dudes who would back him up. He never had that type of power in his life. But looking at the things he did and the lengths that he went to troll other people, smashing other dudes' baby mamas, this is the type of karma that came swiftly and it came harshly. Okay? This guy was in a perpetual situation, a perpetual, I would say up and down, so to speak. Okay? Because here you had a guy who went from having nothing to having something to then, be in a situation where his crew, the Treyway crew, had a falling out. This group, that group, him trying to distance himself from them because I think he realized that he had money, he had a name, he had fans, and he really didn't need them anymore. And they were taken from him. Allegedly, a dude or two in the group may have been smashing his baby mother girlfriend. And I think that he realized especially when he did that second Breakfast Club interview, I think he realized the jig was up. I think he realized that he was in a situation that he needed to get out of. Okay? He had everything he needed. He didn't need their quote unquote street credibility anymore. He didn't need them taking a percentage of his money. I think he became afraid of them. Not only that, I'm seeing that, his driver was keeping tabs on him. That's a crazy situation to be in. This dude was in a fishbowl and didn't even know it. Now look at Jim Jones. Jim Jones is a part of this because this guy's on wiretaps, basically sending out orders to violate this guy. And there's talk that Jim Jones is out here talking to. He's out here, informing, which really wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Jim Jones got caught up in a situation a little while back that pretty much has been resolved quietly, and he goes from that to being the de facto leader of Treyway, at least one of them. Like, I didn't even know he had a connection to that group, man. Y'all see how this thing goes, man? Like, you just never know with these guys, But I won't say a lot, but there's a percentage of these rappers who probably done told on somebody. There's a large percentage of these rappers who are out there faking like they are a part of these, these groups, and they really not. They're just the mascot. They are the face of the group. Okay? Tekashi 6ix9ine is the face. It reminds me of the Hot Boys and Cash Money in the late 90s, early 2000s. They went from being about blue to being about red, especially Birdman. Birdman was about that blue, then went about being about that red. When he started making money, I don't know, maybe the Blood Gang is for like millionaires, or they the rich, the rich rep them. Okay, I think the rich rep them, but God, it's 2019, people. There's really no affiliations that mean anything anymore. People used to get down with these groups because they needed protection in their neighborhoods, because they wanted father figures or they wanted to belong to something. It's a shame in 2019 we still got guys doing that. Tekashi talked all this in the media, in interviews. He talked a lot of shit about a lot of different people, talking about testing his gangster. But at the end of the day, he wasn't gangster at all. And I think a lot of people knew that, and they know that now. Out here false claiming. He talking about Cardi B. He talking about Trippie Redd. And it just shows you, man, we have a culture of telling. It maybe it's going on for quite some time, but this telling culture tells you everything you need to know about these particular groups. That there really is no there really is no loyalty anymore. Loyalty is out the window. Okay, you're as loyal as when you get caught up in a situation that you're trying to get out of. All that loyalty talk is going out the window. That loyalty talk doesn't mean the same. That's why I'm not joining no group, because I don't want to have to worry about nobody pointing the finger at me, telling on me. And what I did, when we was out and about, the people that we fought, I'm not trying to be in those situations, and neither should any of you. But Tekashi did this to himself. Tekashi is in a situation where now he's going to have to restart his whole life. But in today's society, ain't nothing, no one cares about being real anymore. People switching affiliations. People don't care about really being honest and real about who they are. And I want people to understand this. I don't dislike the guy. I just was never really a fan. Because I knew that one day, all this talk, all this being braggadocious towards people, it was going to catch up with him eventually. And it caught up with him very quickly. And what's very interesting, it caught up with him when he decided to distance himself from Treyway. But you can't distance yourself from the fact that these guys pretty much gave you the credibility that you needed in order to say and do the things that you did. So you could possibly say that his affiliations did help him make money, because it wasn't the music, because I wasn't even a fan of his music and what he done. I think the Fifi song was okay, But other than that, I can't tell you a Tekashi 6ix9ine song I've listened to. I know there's going to be Tekashi 6ix9ine fans that may listen to this and get upset. No, don't get upset at me. Get upset at your guy for getting himself caught up. And I think that this is a lesson to be learned from a lot of these different individuals that want to be down. It's all fun and games until you sitting in that interrogation room.